Thomas, said Sir Topham Hatt, the castle is closed for redecoration and repairs. Please have another idea and be quick about it. So Thomas set off from the castle. He rocked and he rolled. He huffed and he puffed. Sir Topham Hatt, his wife, and his mother were bounced and bumped inside the carriage. Thomas went faster and faster, trying to have another idea. Sir Topham Hatt leaned out of the window. Enough, Thomas, he boomed. Stop! Thomas puffed to a halt. Where are you taking us now? I don't know, peeped Thomas sadly. I've run out of ideas. Then we will have to cancel the birthday picnic, boomed Sir Topham Hatt. It's too late. Lunchtime has passed and my mother wants to go home. Thomas hoped he'd have another idea before he got to Knapford. But as he pulled in, not one idea had dropped into his funnel. Sir Topham Hatt, his wife, and his mother got off the train. And with a low toot, Thomas chuffed sadly back to Tidmouth. When Thomas got back to the sheds, the other engines were waiting. They had heard that Thomas's good ideas had gone wrong. Nothing went right, moaned Thomas sadly. Don't worry, peeped Percy cheerfully. I'm sure Sir Topham Hatt's mother enjoyed the cake. The cake, gasped Thomas. I steamed off before they could unload it. Now Sir Topham Hatt's mother won't even be able to have her birthday cake. Thomas let out a big whoosh of steam. Maybe, if I think hard enough, said Thomas, another idea will come. Of course it will, peeped Percy. Percy wanted to whistle cheerfully, but his whistle wasn't working. It was blocked with quarry dust. Blow hard, Percy, like this, said Gordon, and he blew a long, low note. I find 2 toots better, chirped Emily, and she gave 2 high toots. No, no, no. Slow and strong is always best, tooted Henry. That's it, Thomas tooted. Our whistles. The other engines were puzzled. Thomas beamed. I've had another idea! Sir Topham Hatt, his wife, and his mother were sitting sadly in the living room when the station master rang. You are all to go to Knapford Station. Thomas and the other engines have a special surprise. When they arrived at Knapford, they could hardly believe their eyes. There were banners and balloons and fine food and the birthday cake. Thomas gave 1 toot. Then, one after the other, the engines hooted and tooted, whistled and blew, happy birthday to you. And for the first time all day, Sir Topham Hatt's mother smiled from ear to ear. This is the best birthday picnic ever, smiled Sir Topham Hatt's mother. Thomas, boomed Sir Topham Hatt, this is your best idea yet. Thomas was delighted. Toby is puffing along his branch line. Suddenly, he sees something. There's a strange-looking shadow in the field. Toby wonders what it is. Can you guess? This shadow is long and it has 4 long arms. The 4 long arms are going slowly round in a circle. Can you guess what it is? That's right. It's a windmill. There's another shadow on the side of Farmer McColl's barn. Toby wonders what it is. Can you guess? The shape at the top looks like a hat. And there are 2 arms that stick straight out. Can you guess what it is? That's right. It's a scarecrow. Now Toby sees another shadow. This shadow is getting smaller and smaller. Toby wonders what it is. Can you guess? It's a round shape with something spinning at the top. Can you guess what it is? Of course, it's Harold the helicopter. Hello, Harold. Did you guess what all the shadows were? Toby did. Well done, everyone. Flower Power. It was Halloween night on the island of Sodor. The moon shone brightly, and the stars twinkled in the night sky. The children's Halloween party was over. But while the children slept, all the engines were kept very busy. Thomas was alone at Tidmouth Sheds when Sir Topham Hatt arrived. He was still in his Halloween costume. "You ought to collect flour from the mill and take it to the bakery," he boomed. "You must work with Diesel. The island needs its morning toast, and Lady Hatt and I need our English muffins," he added sternly. "So I'll have no mishaps tonight." Thomas didn't want to work with Diesel, but he wanted to be really useful. When Thomas arrived at Brendam, he couldn't see Diesel at all. Diesel was up to his old tricks. He rolled up behind Thomas and went, "Boo! Ah!" "Trust a silly old steamy to be scared on Halloween," Diesel sneered. "I'm not a scared engine," said Thomas firmly. "We'll see," oiled Diesel. Thomas and Diesel headed for the flour mill. Diesel teased Thomas with every click and every clack. When they arrived at the woods, Diesel cried, "It's the haunted forest!" And he called out, "Whoa! Thomas!" in a spooky voice. "Stop it," said Thomas crossly. But the breeze blew, and the branches creaked. Diesel's teasing made it seem spooky indeed. Then they came to the abandoned mine. The buildings were deserted, but they could hear a banging noise. "What was that?" cried Thomas. "Sounds like the ghost engine looking for a steamy to scare." Well, I'm not scared," said Thomas. But he wished he felt as brave as he sounded. Thomas and Diesel had to stop at a red signal.